Hello everybody, welcome to the first stream of the season. It's a watch along for the first pre-season friendly of pre-season, and it's Fenerbahçe. Leo, been a while, mate. Been a while. Sorry, it's a couple of minutes late. Preparation didn't exactly go to plan. But yeah, Fenerbahçe. We are just about there. So I was disappointed I couldn't be at the game, but I go away again tomorrow. I'm doing a thing called NCS. If you've been in year 11 before, you might know of it. If you've got brothers, sisters, relatives who have been in year 11 before, they might have done NCS. Opportunity you get at the end of year 11. So I decided that I would give it a little go. Let's put the banner on, and I'm out of focus already. That is an incredible start. I've just realised that whilst I'm watching the game on my iPad, this won't fit into the port whilst I've got it on charge. So, right, just give me a second while I look for a different set of earphones. Wrong drawer. There we go. I think these work. Okay, so the time in the UK is 20 past 6. 20 past 6 in the UK. So we have 10 minutes until kickoff. And what I'll do is I'll run you through the Fenerbahçe team first, and then I will run you through the Hull City team. So in goal, they have got Altay, Bayındar, and then what looks as though they've just set it out in position order. Their back four, I believe it will be, is Kim Min-jae, Attila Salai, and Ferdi Kariolu. I believe he's a midfielder. Is Kariolu? Oh no, so it's completely random. So it's just set up in all sorts of order. So they've got Kariolu from Asai Samuel, might remember him when he played for QPR. From Miguel Crespo, from Ismail Yucek, Irfan Kavesi, then Lincoln and Diego Rossi, and to round it off, Enna Valencia, managed, of course, by Jorge Jesus. Champions League hopefuls, Fenerbahçe, I believe they do have a Champions League qualifier on Wednesday, I think it is. So best of luck to Fenerbahçe for that one. And right, I'm going to see if I can hear through these earphones. First of all, I can only hear through one of them. So I'm going to have to put the right earphone in my left ear, which makes a hell of a lot of sense, doesn't it? So let's have a look through the comments. How are we doing, Burak? Ashley's pumped. Sup, bro? How you doing, Riley? X-Vice. Hello, Charlie. I won't be having anyone on, I'm afraid, just for now, because it's very close to kickoff time and I've got a lot of stuff I want to do. So, same for you. Sorry, Sertho. This is actually being broadcasted from TV8, so Acun's TV company. So the commentary might well be in Turkish. So I'm not sure how I'm gonna deal with that. Sadly, Charlie, I won't talk about time from the UK. Umut, welcome. Greetings from Istanbul. Hope so, mate. Will the game be on screen? Sadly not, mate. No, it's I'll get copyright striked, so I won't be able to. Lucas Smallwood wants to do one of those. Well, I'm sorry, mate. I just can't do it. I just can't do it. How are we doing, Rio? How are we doing, Charlie? Okay, right. It's 20 past 8 in Turkey now. The atmosphere in that stadium sounds amazing, by the way. At the forgotten what the stadium's called. At the Sakarya Ataturk Stadium, the atmosphere sounds incredible. Hull going for top 6. Indeed we are, Caden. Indeed we are. I'm sure we'll be talking about signings at half-time and through certain points in the stream as well. But when the game's on, we'll focus on the game. What score? I think we've got a chance here. I know it's not about the result. Fenerbahçe have had a lot of pre-season friendlies, so they'll be more fired up than we will be. But I think we've got a good chance here. I think we've got a good chance. Up the Tigers, Jeff, up the Tigers. Hello, Big Lubo. Right then, let's run through the Hull City team. So I believe it is a 3-4-3 with Matt Ingram in goal, a back three of Jacob Greaves, Alfie Jones, a new signing, Tobias Figueiredo. I've spelt that wrong on the banner. Just hang on. Figueiredo. No, I haven't. Okay, there we go. So back three of Greaves, Jones and Figueiredo with Coyle on the right and Elder on the left as wing-backs. And then in central midfield, Ozan Tufan making his first start for Hull City against his former club alongside Regan Slater. And then it's Ryan Longman on the right, Keane Lewis Potter on the left with Alayar Syed Manesh up front. The bench is Nathan Baxter, Malik Wilkes, Greg Doherty, Andy Cannon, Sean McLaughlin, Randell Williams, Brandon Fleming, Tyler Smith, Andy Smith, Harry Wood, David Robson, Jevon Mills, and Vaughan Colville. The numbers that you're seeing on screen are what I believe we have, having seen pictures of all of these guys in pre-season with numbers above the Umbro logo on the shirt or on the shorts. The only ones I'm doubting myself on are Jevon Mills and Vaughan Colville. Vaughan Colville, of course, new signing. And Jevon, when he's been training, hasn't had a number above his shirt yet. But last season he was 41. So I think they'll keep that the same. Hull going for top 1. Samatta would make a great forward for Hull City. Please sign him. Well, we didn't sign someone today. It got sort of announced and then the club, well, the admin realised if I have to delete this now. It was Oscar Estupinian, who we've been linked with for a while. About 2 weeks. He was in London the other day having medicals, and he's flown over to Istanbul to join up with a team there and in Marbella. He was on the pitch before the warm-up. People in the crowd have seen along with Jean-Michel Seri. And then it was also a picture getting off the bus on the Instagram story, which was then deleted and was then also pictured in one of the photos of Alfie Jones arriving, which was posted. All the photos they'd have taken, they chose to put the one with the new signing who isn't announced yet in the background. Brilliant. City versus Leicester is in 10 days' time on Wednesday the 20th. I will be at that game, so you will have a matchday vlog from that one. Lucas says it's weird watching Hull City without Richie. Vaughan Colville is he an academy signing or first team backup? He's a bit of both. Young player. He was on trial with the under-23s. I watched him play without actually knowing it was him last year. And he looked good. And he's been with the first team in pre-season. He didn't play in the under-23s game against North Ferriby yesterday because he was in Istanbul with the first team, which I think says a lot about what Shota believes. Which I think says a lot about what Shota thinks of him. I think Shota believes in him. And as a central midfielder, as an attacking midfielder, he can play wide as well. I think he's someone we could look out for and could maybe, help, be decent backup for us in the future. Is this the Fenerbahçe subs coming out? Because I don't think that's all time. Fenerbahçe subs are coming out. I believe that's Demetrius Pelkas there. Arda Güler in there as well. That's Marcel Tisserand there, I believe. So they've got their big guys on the bench. Demetrius Pelkas, who we've been linked with. I'd love to have Arda Güler, but it's just not going to happen. Oh, okay. Right. Let me just quickly write down these numbers so I am not flapping whilst this game is going on. So he's 4. He's 5. Asai Samuel is 8. Cariolo is 10. Crespo 11. Yusuk is 14. Lincoln is 13. Diego Rossi is 20. Valencia is 23. And Kaveshi is 17. Are they going to show the formation or not? Altay is the captain for Turkey. Not for Turkey. For Fenerbahçe. They didn't show their substitutes. I don't think. I'll rewind and see, but I don't think they showed the substitutes. I don't think they showed the substitutes. There's City's team. Because I have no idea what formation Fenerbahçe are going to play. I have no idea. Well, I have no idea who the substitutes are. But they did basically confirm there all the numbers, which I had spot on yet again. They've just shown Oscar Estupinian. They've just shown Oscar Estupinian on the screen. Oh, Hull City, you've got to announce it now. They've just shown Oscar Estupinian on the stream. And out come the teams. Well, out come the referees, at least. There's some armed police guarding them out. We are in the black kit. Matt Ingram is wearing a very nice grey goalkeeper kit. Fenerbahçe in all white. So, there we go. The teams are being led out onto the pitch now. And very, very, very nice. So, do I know why Seri isn't playing? I think it's just because he's only been with the team 2 or 3 days and hasn't been training before that, whereas the other guys have been in 2 weeks. So I think it's just something to do with that. The game is not going to be shown, sadly, mate. I'd love to, but it's copyrighted material, so I'm afraid I won't be able to do so. We can see what number the players are indeed. He is in Turkey, but that is purely because he's going to fly with the team to Marbella after that and be involved in our friendlies against Brighton under 23s, against Malaga while we're out in Marbella, and then he can train with the team in between those as well. And there's a nice bit of singing going on here for Fenerbahçe. I don't know what the song means. I don't know what it's supposed to mean. I'm not sure if it's the Turkish national anthem, but I don't know. It sounds great, though. It sounds great. We need to keep an eye out for Crespo. He's a fan favourite, according to Fenerbahçe fans. It is on the Hull City YouTube channel, so if you want to sit and watch that along with me, have it on 2 different screens, knock yourself out. It is the national anthem. I thought it was the national anthem. So, well done. Well done. Nice one. Very nice. I'm sure Roseanne 2 fan was singing along. Dressed in blackout kit colours this time round instead of Fenerbahçe colours. Shota Avaladze shakes hands with Jorge Jesus. That's a nice one. That's nice to see on what is a very wet day in Istanbul. Tobias Figueiredo heads over there as well, wearing the number 6. They don't have names on the back, interestingly enough, but the squad numbers, if these weren't the official ones, they would just do 1 to 11. So I think we have the squad numbers pretty spot on there. Shot the Hull City bench. You can see Jevon Mills down there. You can see Barry Richardson down there, and now Louis Coyle, the captain for tonight. I think that gives us an indication that he's going to be the captain this season as well, just taking over from Smallwood, vice captain, stepping up to captain. 23 degrees in Istanbul, wind speed 5 kilometers per hour. TV8 tell us. Big honour for Louis Coyle to wear the captain's armband for his hometown club, where his brother has just been given a scholarship in the academy And of course, the week where they celebrated his father's life as well after his sad death at I think he was only 55, 60, which is no age. Big honour for Louis Coyle to wear that for Hull City. And of course, his brother Tommy and his brother Joe doing big stuff on the golfing and stage for Joe, and the boxing stuff for representing the city of Hull as well. Right then, off we are about to go. So we kick off then in Istanbul. There's no commentary on the game, and they have got a timer up in the top left. So come on, City. Let's have a look. What's going on here then? Fener's number 41. That isn't right. Oh, all the numbers aren't right. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. I'm gonna have a mare commentating on the Fener players here. But Callum Elder on the ball on the halfway, finds Keane Lewis Potter, who kicks the ball in play down the left, slips Callum Elder in again. Level with a penalty area here. Elder looks back for Lewis Potter, but it's cut out by Fenerbahçe's number 80. Once again, I don't know who it might be because the numbers that TV8 was showing me were all wrong. So not great from TV8. I'm sure that will sharpen up because Arjun wants to have all Hull City games on TV8 in Turkey, so that Turkish citizens, people in Turkey can watch all of the games. Twitter going a bit mad about Oscar Estupinian being shown on TV8. Keane Lewis Potter was interviewed a little bit ago, as was Alayar Sayadmanesh. And apparently Shota Avaladze said that he were looking at signing some players from the Premier League. And Andy Cannon was apparently also interviewed. So that's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. Fenerbahçe coming forward dressed in all white. If you're watching the game alongside me, they're shooting from the left to the right of the picture, wearing an all-white kit, white shirt, white shorts, and white socks to complete the look. The goalkeeper, Altay Bayan, that is in a full blue number, full navy, dark blue number, which looks very, very nice indeed. Hull City shooting from the left to the right of the picture in the all-black kit, carried over last season's away into this season's third. If you could do that for me, that would be incredible. So then I can write them down on here, so I can acknowledge who the Fenerbahçe players are. That would be great. 2.5 minutes in then, and we'll get back to where I was going. Hull City shooting in this first half from the right to the left of the picture in the all-black kit, a blackout shirt, blackout shorts, and all black socks to go along with it. Oh, the referees has done a very nice flick up indeed after a foul was given on, I think that was Tobias Figueiredo. Yes, it was, who was brought down, who was pushed to the floor by one of the Fenerbahçe players from the corner. And Matt Ingram is wearing a grey goalkeeper shirt with which are the outfield black shorts and the outfield black socks. It's got a very nice pattern on the sleeves, I can just see there. Thank you for subscribing, Oyun, Fenerbahçe fan. Well, welcome aboard the Hull City and Acun Ilıcalı train. Fenerbahçe have the ball in their own half on the far side of the pitch. I'll just wait until I've got the actual numbers, and then I can just sort of start providing a little bit better commentary for you guys, so I can say who the fair players are. But City's team, it is still the 3-4-3. Shota said in a press conference the other day that it's a 3-4-3, that he's going to try and stick with it. I thought he'd switch to the 4-3-3, to be honest with you. But there we go. There we go. Leo says he might have to get that goalkeeper shirt, and especially with your fandom for Matt Ingram, mate, you'll have to get it signed as well. Speaking of Matt Ingram, on the 6-yard line, he clears the ball long. Alias Sayadmanesh jumps for the ball, but it was cleared. Excuse me, cleared away by Fenerbahçe, who are knocking the ball about on the edge of their own half, playing it just back and over the halfway line a few times. As I say, is very kindly just going to type all the numbers in the chat for me so that I can make use of them and actually be a decent commentator. Oyun says, who do I think the best player for Hull City is? Based on last season, it was Keane Lewis-Potter. Best young player outside of the Premier League is Keane Lewis-Potter. We've rejected bids of £20 million for him so far this summer. And by the looks of things, he's staying here for the time being. But Jean-Michel Seri is another one who I think we should look out for this season, as is Alias Sayadmanesh, who we, of course, just signed from Fenerbahçe. And I think Ozan Tufan, once he gets going, I think he could be pretty decent as well. Keane Lewis-Potter looks like he has a bigger chest from this far away. Bloody hell, Lucas. Bloody hell. It's out for a Fener throw-in then. Once again, I don't know who it is taking it because purely... Aha, here we go. Here we go. Umut the Saviour has written the numbers in. So, all ties number 1. 3 is Kim Min-jae. Oh, Fener are in here. Saved. Was that saved or pound behind? I don't know. Kariolu is number 7. You know what? I'll just scribble all them out. So he's number 1. He's number 3. He's 41. Kariolu is 7. Asai Samuel is 21. Crespo is 17. Irfan is 13. Enna Valencia is 18. Lincoln is 9. And that means Diogo Rossi must be 20 because that's the only number I've seen. Right. You are an absolute saviour, Thank you ever so much. So Matt Ingram with the goal kick. It wasn't saved behind. I wasn't looking because I was writing my numbers down. Ingram lumps it long. Sayadmanesh rises. It's headed down by Yusuk. And Asai Samuel brings down. Fenerbahçe start to get the ball at their feet once again. I think it's Min-jae on the ball. So it is playing the ball back to Yusuk, to Salai, back to Yusuk, into the middle for... I can't quite make out who that was, but Enna Valencia gets the ball nice and out of the way. I'm assuming the 27 is Crespo, because I can't see a number 17. So I'm going to say that 27 is Crespo. There we go. Ball played forward by Min-jae, headed clear by Greaves. Slater picks up the loose ball in what didn't turn out to be a loose ball, because there was another Fener player on the scene pretty quickly. Oh, no, there is a 17. Who's 27 then? Elder brings the ball down before playing it to Alfie Jones. Yeah, there's a 17. Right. I'm going to say that Kavessi's 27 then. Crespo 27, Irfan 17, Valencia's 13. So, yeah, Irfan's 17, Valencia's 13, Lincoln is 18, Rossi is 9. Okay. How watching it on City's YouTube, my friend. That is Ryan Longman on the ball, loses out to Crespo. Right, I'm going to have to write these Fenerbahçe numbers down differently. So 1 is Altay, 3 is Jai, 41 Salai, 7 Kariolu, 21 is Asai, 27 is Crespo, 80 is Yuksuk, Kavesi is 17, Valencia is 13. Lincoln is 18. And that means Rossi is 9. Right, so we'll go for that. We'll go for that. So it's Ozan Tufan to take the corner then, 9 minutes in, towards the front post, headed clear by Fenerbahçe, out for a Hull City throw-in. Figueiredo attacked it, didn't quite get there. Throw-in taken quickly by Tufan. Elder plays a 1-2 with him before putting a cross in the box, which is blocked by Asai Samuel. Greaves heads the clearance back towards the Fenerbahçe penalty area, but it's cleared by Fenerbahçe again. And Valencia's going to break here. He's beaten Jacob Greaves, but finds Diego Rossi. Rossi, the Uruguayan, finds Valencia on the right-hand side. Hull City pushing Fener away from goal a little bit here. That's number 7, that's Cariolu, who finds Lincoln. Back to Cariolu. Under pressure from Sayad Manesh, who tackles him and puts the ball out for a throw-in, which is quickly taken by Cariolu. To Lincoln. Lincoln brought down by Sayad Manesh. I personally think that's a foul by Sayad Manesh, but Coyle clears. Salah puts back into Hull City's half, and it's out for a throw-in level with the penalty area. And the referee and Ozan Tufan share a little joke. Fenerbahçe is the team in black, right? No, Fenerbahçe are the team in the white. Hull City are the team in the black, Aman. Isaac, nice to see you, mate. How are you doing? Fenerbahçe on the ball here again. Rossi finds Kavesi. That's bounced out to the number 21. I don't know who that is. That's not on my sheet. It might be the 27. Just weird font. Off goes Lewis Potter before he's tackled by Yüksek and out for another Hull City. So when Fener makes a substitution, I will type the new numbers. Oh, thank you, Robert. Thank you. Callum to throw in then. The noise in the stadium is phenomenal. It's brilliant. Elder taking his time with this throw-in, but throws it halfway across the pitch to Alfie Jones in the centre circle, who finds Louis Coyle. Coyle in Fenerbahçe territory, plays it to Longman, who's level with the edge of the D right on the touchline. Longman puts a ball in the middle. Lewis Potter's chasing it. It's over Lewis Potter, so he's going to have to work to keep it in here, and he does. Tries a little flick, but Callum Elder is beaten to the ball, and it's cleared by Kim Min-jae and out for a Hull City throwing deep into the Fenerbahçe half. 21 is Asai Samuel. I just didn't read my notes, mate. Thank you. Elder with a throw-in. Looks for Sayad Manesh, but it's too far in front of him. The ball is cleared by Fenerbahçe to Ozan Tufan. Tufan finds Alfie Jones back in Hull City territory, and on the edge of the centre circle finds Louis Coyle. Coyle finds Longman. Longman back deep into Hull City territory for Alfie Jones. Back to Matt Ingram, level with a penalty spot. Ingram with his left foot swings the ball out before it's headed clear by Salah on the halfway line. Figueiredo heads the ball down again. It's only straight to Kaveji, and it's cleared for a throw-in by Alfie Jones. Thank you, Leo. Thank you. We're just having a replay of an appeal for handball here that went on while I was writing my numbers down. By the letter of the law, it does technically touch his hand, but it bounces up off his ankle. It bounces off Elder's ankle, then off Elder's knee onto his wrist. As Valencia tries to flick it through for Rossi before it's cleared by Louis Coyle, doing some good recovery work there. Asai Samuel, former QPR man, plays in Lincoln, who finds Rossi, blocked by Greaves. And Lincoln was offside anyway, but a really good block by Jacob Greaves. We need to do the same at the MKM noise-wise. Is Ozan Tufan playing well? He's taken a half-decent corner so far, but it's been pretty much all Fenerbahçe has this game. I think we're just a little bit sloppy because it's our first game. And, you know, we're just still getting... We've not played a game since May. Matt Ingram has the free kick then. That is a really nice goalkeeper share. Oh, wow. Matt Ingram with the goal kick for the offside. Puts it into the Fenerbahçe half before it's headed clear by Yüksek in an aerial duel with Callum Elder. He's come out a little bit hurt from that, has Yüksek. He's just feeling his arm a little bit of discomfort, but he should be fine. Callum Elder to take the throw in, just a yard in front of the halfway line. Finds Tufan. Back to Elder, who's tackled again by Irfan Kahveci. And Elder thought it was a City throw-in, but it actually bounced out off Callum Elder. So Bright Asayi Samuel takes the throw-in for Fenerbahçe. Minjai to Yüksek. Over to Salai on the far left. To, I think that'll be Kariolu on the right-hand side. Good bit of battling there from Ozan Tufan in the middle. Means that the ball bounces back to Altay, who's under no pressure because he can just pick the ball up if he wants. But he doesn't pick the ball up, does the outstanding Turkish goalkeeper. And he plays it to Salai instead, who looks for the long ball. Elder wins it in the end. It's going to go back to Matt Ingram. So it reads as Irfan Kahveci. Okay. It's hard to play against Fener because the new coach wants high pressure and usually the opponent can't have too much possession. That is seen. Altay has just had to charge out of his penalty area to clear a ball as Ryan Longman put him under a little bit of pressure. Hull City throw in. Alfie Jones to Jacob Greaves in the centre circle. Charging forward now into Fenerbahçe territory. Finds Lewis Potter wide left. He's got Elder on the overlap. He uses him. But it's a brilliant tackle by Bright Asayi Samuel to deny Callum Elder the charging run that we know he likes to do. Lucas says he's not a fan of Elder. He thinks he's League One level. Alex says, I think Ardagula will score for Fenerbahçe, but I don't know who will win. I believe Ardagula starts on the bench. Isaac Bartle reckons we have no chance against Leicester. Interesting. It does depend what sort of team Leicester put out, though, of course. Ball over the top. Lincoln got in behind the defence, but that's because he was massively offside. It wasn't Lincoln, it was Enner Valencia. Saw the numbers wrong. So then, City fans in chat, what are your thoughts on Oscar Estupinian then? What are your thoughts on Oscar Estupinian? Just let me know. What do you think? What do you think? What I will note as well is City's team sheet graphic was sponsored by Chip Spice, which I thought was cool. To which Reece Holgate has said, Lucas's last comment, Lucas, your uncle's League 2 level, mate. To which Lucas says, just because he plays in League 2 doesn't mean he's League 2 level. I think Smallwood proved he was championship quality last year. I think that debate's over. But seeing number 6, Smallwood captain for Bradford on a team sheet was weird. Very weird. Very weird indeed. Leo, yes, I am still sat in the same place as last year. Have you bought a membership, Leo? Have you bought a membership? That's the big question. Elder with a throw in 18 minutes in. Sayad Manesh is beaten in the air by Yüksek. And Fenerbahçe keep the pressure on. Rossi goes back from the byline to Kahveci. Into the penalty area now. Puts a ball in, but it's claimed by Ingram, who rolls the ball out quickly to Louis Coyle. Ryan Longman's on the run. He doesn't find Longman, does Coyle. Instead, he finds Sayad Manesh, who's turned his man. Sayad Manesh breaking away. He's tackled by Asayi Samuel. Can he keep going? He chases the ball, but Altay is out very quickly and dives on the ball to save the Fenerbahçe defence. Very good goalkeeper is Altay. Very good on Football Manager as well, I'll have you know. Sat in W2, Leo. Love to see that. I'll have to take a few walks down there. It was a brilliant turn by Sayed Manesh. It was a fantastic, fantastic turn. He had 2 or 3 players around him. He just split them all. And then he had Yüksek backpedaling, trying to chase after him. But the ball just got a little bit away from him as Solai just closed him down as well. And it sort of got away from him. And Altay came out and claimed it. Asai Samuel now. To Kaveji. Over to Yüksek. Over to Kariolu. Looking for Lincoln. Cut out by Alfie Jones. Was the ball over the top. Louis Coyle looks to switch the play towards Lewis Potter, but he's already ran on, expecting the ball to be further forward than it is. And there we see Arjun Ilajela sat with Ali Kodj in attendance. There we go. Ball over the top again by Fenerbahçe. Rossi brings it down, shoots wide. It was always going to be difficult for Rossi there. He had to take a minute to bring that ball down. And then he had Alfie Jones and Tobias Figueiredo all around him. He kept himself on side incredibly well. Then he just brought the ball down. It bounced behind him. And he had Jones and Figueiredo in front of him. And then he did his best to get the shot off, but it dragged wide. And Matt Ingram was not troubled at all. Thank you, Reese. Thank you. Matt Ingram with the goal kick once again. Sayed Manesh beaten in the air by Yüksek, and the ball's just hanging in the air for a little bit as Elder Jones did a little bit of head tennis. Fenerbahçe are the ones to bring the ball down. Ball is played from the right to the left over to Kariolu, who finds Diego Rossi again, the Uruguayan, getting a lot of space. He's drawn Figueiredo out, but Coyle and Ryan Longman drop back into cover for him. Every single Fenerbahçe player other than Altay, the goalkeeper, are in Hull City's half at the moment. Yüksek over to Jai. Jai to Asai Samuel. Asai Samuel finds Valencia. 1-2. The ball goes out for a goal kick. As Asai Samuel just didn't have the legs. And as Figueiredo slid to try and put the ball out for a corner, but missed the ball and missed the player, Asai Samuel went hurtling into the advertising boards surrounding the pitch. And it looks as though he's in a little bit of discomfort. Figueiredo went sliding in to try and just put the ball out for a corner. And he sent Asai Samuel into the drain. But he's up. He's all right. He's the Nigerian. And off we go again. Goal kick. No other penalties. No other penalties. Leo nearly sat close to me. That's interesting. That's interesting. Lucas says, the whole Kieran Rance is a TikToker who does watch-alongs for Everton. I don't like the new home kit. You're one of few. You're one of few. Do I reckon Sterling will try as much as we hope he does? Apparently at Fulham he had a poor work rate. I don't think he'll be like that at all. I don't think he'll be like that at all. And Serfro thinks Alfie Jones is rubbish. Interesting. We're having a little drinks break here. 22 and a half minutes in. As Altay and Aliyah Sayed Manesh share a little chuckle. And they show a close-up replay, slow motion replay of Ozan Tufan taking a deep breath. Keen Lewis Potter making some hand signals. Elder saying, I'm sorry for playing a dreadful pass to you, Matt Ingram. And I'm also sorry for exposing your contracts in Brewdog. They're just showing replays of City players running around. I like that. We get to see that beautiful shirt a little bit more. Are there any pictures from the game from photography sites? That's the main question. No. Great start. Right, I'm going to have to wait for Cities to come out there then. Nice one. Nice one. Yeah, just a drinks break going on. Not really much else that I can really say. Andy Dawson was having a decent discussion with Tobias Figueiredo. Andy Dawson then telling Keane Lewis Potter some instructions. Alfie Jones taking his last sip of water before he goes back onto the pitch. And all the Fenerbahçe players doing the same, as Jesus just gives a few little instructions to Lincoln, the number 18. The Fenerbahçe fans in attendance making a lot of noise. Thank you for watching along. Make sure, if you haven't subscribed already, make sure you do click that big red button, grey it out, turn notifications on, like the stream as well. If they show more of these while the team's in Malaga, I'll do a few more of these for the Brighton under-23s game and the Malaga game, both on the same day. So I can try and pull a few of those off. No problem at all. I'll be at the Leicester game, so you can have a match day vlog. I might try and go to Cambridge or Peterborough. I also might not. So you might get a match day vlog there. If I do any of the... Well, I'm not sure which one I might prefer, because Cambridge is the earlier one, but it's also further away, but it's also a ground tick. Peterborough is later, but it's an hour closer, but I've already been before. So if I do it, I'm not sure what it will be. Where's the game on YouTube? Because Adjun is a legend. That's why. What stand? I'm sat in the south. Always have been. Always will be. I turned the volume down on TV8 listening to you. Thank you, Burak. Thank you. What's my Leicester score prediction? It all depends what side Leicester put out. I think we'll go for a strong team, but you never know. Leo says come to Peterborough. Okay. Fenerbahçe corner, 25 minutes in. It's going to be Kaveji to take. He's got Asayi Samuel as a near shot option. The referee, as Kaveji is just about to step up to take it, breaks up some fighting. A little bit of scuffle in the penalty area. Kaveji will go again. Whips the ball in with his left foot to the front post, headed clear by, I think that was Regan Slater, and helped on by Louis Coyle. And it's right into the middle of nowhere, and it's deep into Fenerbahçe's half for a throw. Is TV8 a survey? It's Adjun's channel. It's Adjun's channel. I'm going in the north, but I bet there'll be goofy kids giving it large. Nice. How do I think we're playing? I think, considering it's our first game, and Fenerbahçe have played quite a few, and they've also got a Champions League qualifier in 3 days, I don't think we've done too bad. I don't think we've done too bad at all. Figueiredo looks good. Tufan looks good. Says, I'm assuming that's Ben, FN gameplay. Harry says he's not sure about Tufan in a 2. It does seem to like defending. Interesting. Interesting one. Thank you for your kind words, Ryan. Thank you very much. This season we get automatics. I'm calling it. Nice. TV8 is his TV channel, like BBC in your country. XN is a streaming service like Netflix. That summarises everything for us English viewers. What is this? We're playing Fenerbahçe, and I'm doing. I'm watching the stream. I'm watching the game along. Don't think Tufan looks into it, if I'm honest. Well, you've got to remember Tufan hasn't played since about March because certain things happen with the old Fenerbahçe coach and all that sort of stuff. So, and he looks as though he's carrying a bit of weight, which he's looking to shed off. But I think there's a player in there. I think we get him up to speed in Marbella and in these pre-season friendlies and in the early season. We'll be all right. We'll be all right. Lucas says 4-3-3 McLaughlin and Figueiredo partnership. That is controversial. That is controversial. Syed Manesh on the ball under pressure from Salai. He's pretty much in a chokehold from Salai, but he's wriggled out of it very well. He's got support from Longman, who finds Slater. Slater back to Longman. Longman back to Alfie Jones. Jacob Greaves now. Elder on the left-hand side. My earpiece has fell out. That's great. Elder looking for Greaves charging forward. 50-50, which Greaves loses out in to Crespo. Ooh, Slater getting stuck in. That's left Crespo on the floor there. That looks a bit more like a rugby tackle than a football. Than a footballing tackle, but so be it. Not 4-3-3. McCann was stupid. Score prediction for this one. I think. Figueiredo just knocked over a Puma board under pressure from Valencia. Should get you on FIFA comms. Thank you. This is excellent. Go on, Slater, you filthy minx. Shall I message Regan Slater's brother and just say that Regan has just been called a filthy minx on my stream? Don't worry about Tufan. He's a strong player. I don't think he will disappoint. This is live. This is live indeed. Not a massive fan of Elder, if I'm honest. We have better options. That better option is Brandon Fleming. Corner for Fenerbahçe. Short. Really well worked. Headed clear at the front post. Slater helps on. But we leave no one up from corners, and that's always our downfall because we just send it long and it gets put straight back into the area as Valencia goes for an overhead kick and Figueiredo leaves it to go out for a goal kick. Yeah, Elder and Jones need to go. Interesting. Lewis Potter was very lucky that Valencia didn't Valencia didn't kick him in the face there. But that overhead kick, he went for the spectacular. It was anything but. What can I watch the match on? Hull City YouTube. Hull City's YouTube. There's no commentary. So through this, I am supplying the commentary in English because I don't speak Turkish and can't speak two languages at once. Why do I think Seri isn't in the lineup? Thought it was training a while before he got announced. That was not the case. The deal for Seri was only back on for a couple of days before it was announced. So it didn't quite. So he isn't fully fit yet. So I think they're just waiting to get a few more training sessions into him, get him caught up with where the boys are, and then he can play either against Brighton or against Malaga in Marbella this time next week. Figueiredo playing very well. Figueiredo is playing very well. I think Greaves is a left back. He gets forward too often for a centre back. Nah, he's too tall to be a left back. He's been a centre back all throughout his youth career, apart from when he started North Ferriby, where he told me he was a striker. Oh, that's risky by Matt Ingram. Oh, that was nearly suicidal there. He tapped the ball to Greaves with no power on it, and Greaves was under pressure from two players. Ball played through by Elder towards Sayad Manesh, but Altay is out and clears it well. Greaves wins the ball in the air. Lewis Potter flicks on. Sayad Manesh is offside, so Jai brings it down. Valencia. This is Rossi now. Charging forward. Still shoots, blocked by Figueiredo and out for a throw-in. Tufan is poor. Tufan have been so bad. Tufan is lazy. Tufan attitude is terrible. Figs looks impressive. I don't think Tufan's been too bad. I just think first game of pre-season, don't go writing players off. We don't need it. Can only be a good thing being tall and he can get forward. But he's too tall to be a left back, surely. Surely. Tell you what, that goalkeeper kit from Matt Ingram is incredible. It's absolutely incredible. It looks brilliant. Someone's just put on Twitter, erection for this shirt. Brilliant. Someone's put on Twitter, how have we gone this global without being called Hull Tigers? I don't get it. Little dig at the Alams. Ingram's shirt is filth. I need that goalie shirt. We've got a gem in Aliyah. Someone says, Hull City, you should have brought James Fletcher out to Turkey for the commentary. To which James Fletcher said, no chance. My food bill for the trip would plunge the club into administration. And the crowd for a friendly is brilliant. Lewis Potter breaking away down the left. Tackled by Asai Samuel, who just about stops the ball going out for a corner and hooks the ball out for a throw-in instead. Callum Elder will take. Elder on the ball. Back to Longman. What the hell is that, Ryan Longman? Why have you tried a shot from there? You absolute cretin. What is he doing? I don't even have words. I'm meant to be commentating on this and describing what's going on, but I don't have words for what Ryan Longman has just done. It's absolutely just abominable what he has just done. It's ridiculous. He's just shot from absolutely nowhere with the inside of his foot. It's looped round and ended up in Ankara. That's all I can say. That's all I can say. Fenerbahçe on the edge of the penalty area. Valencia under pressure from Greaves. Goes back to Rossi! Over the top. But not far away for Fenerbahçe. Let's see how close this was on the replay. Valencia under pressure. Had to play it back to Rossi, who got a touch out of his feet. And it wasn't far over the bar. Matt Ingram will have had a little sweat on with that one. I'll be imagining. He's 18. I should have filled these in earlier, but he'll be 9. And that means he is 13. Right, I'll put the Fenerbahçe numbers on screen just for a little bit for you to have a look through and take him. That keeper shirt looks like Christmas wrapping paper. He does just need training. He's right. Tufan's been good. Don't know what you lot are talking about. Fenerbahçe's keeper's a player. He's a very good player, isn't he? Lewis Potter overrated. I don't think he's worth 20 million, but I don't think he's overrated. You think Richie's League 2 level, Reece? You're in no place to question my ball knowledge. They can only improve in training. Will, what you're smoking? Lucas, you're only rating because he's your uncle, mate. You're deluded. Turkish speakers say Lewis Potter go to Brentford. That was on, but we've rejected the bid. Richie was so bad he kept bringing player back. Nah, Smallwood was class. Saying Potter's overrated is like me saying my nan's going to rise up from the dead. Morbid. So on my dinner on Just Eat, time to open an FS. There's a reason Smallwood got sacked off to a League 2 club because he was deadwood. I could call you Grandad. Hi, Grandad. Just bought a kebab for the turkey vibe. Sefro, shut up. It was the only midfielder last season who could pass. Done a kebab young. Reece was literally the captain. Why on earth are Fleming playing? Don't know. The right side just doesn't do anything every game. Yeah, I think we need Emmanuel. Emmanuel hasn't travelled with them to Turkey. I think he'll go to them with Marbella. Well, to Marbella. And the quicker we get Alayar on that right and Estupinian or Tete in up front, the better. Richie was one of the worst players we had, kept bringing Blair back, hence why we didn't. Nah. So Richie wanted to stay. Smallwood, no, not. I just said Richie wanted to stay. Smallwood wanted to stay. Richie wanted to stay. Shotter wanted to keep him, but the contract they offered him wasn't to Smallwood's liking. So he didn't accept it. Simple as that. And Jacob Greaves is playing with an Alice band in. Oh, he's entering his centre back with an Alice band. Interesting. KLP will go for 24 million to Brentford, someone reckons. I miss Emmanuel, just hope he can be as good after the year out. I hope so too. I think Josh in the right wing-back role is absolutely perfect. I think he's perfect. I think he is perfect. Right, 38 minutes in. 38 minutes into this game we are, and it's Minjai on the ball, bang on the halfway line. Back to, I think that's Kabeji. Back to Minjai. It's not to Kabeji. Yes, it is to Kabeji. Over to Salai. To Kariolu. Kariolu, the number 7. He's got Coyle on the chase, forces Louis Coyle to push him down. And that is a Fenerbahçe free kick just inside the Hull City half. The pass is intercepted by Lewis Potter, but it only bounces to Rossi, who finds Lincoln. Lincoln, 30 yards from goal, finds Valencia. Valencia to Kariolu, wide left. Coming forward now, Kariolu, into the penalty area. Lincoln, he loses out to Longman, who clears the ball. Again, it's just into nowhere. We're just clearing it into nowhere. We seem to have nothing We seem to have no creativity at all. Grandad, do I like Werther's originals? Nah, not for me. Not for me. I'd love to see Randell have a chance. Pretty young Grandad. Honeyman over Tufan, can't lie. Completely opposite players. Honeyman sprints, gives his all, goes in, tackles. Looks like Tufan just lazy. Baxter going to be the keeper of the season. He'll have some pony players. Do you mean donkeys? In which case, your move's changed from last year. Seth Rose says Lucas Uji supporting. He said, hello, Bradford. See, Smallwood's come here and he's learnt the ways. He's learnt the ways. But of course, you've got to follow Bradford because he's uncle. Yuksuk looking over for Valencia, who tries to chase the ball, but is offside. Jacob Greaves acknowledges that. And so does the linesman. So it's going to be Matt Ingram to take the goal kick. Tan Kessler in the crowd. Tan Kessler in the crowd, vice chairman. Brilliant guy. Brilliant guy. That number 13 looks good. Enna Valencia, mate. Former West Ham. Your uncle hardly knows you, lad. Stop following everything he does. I can tell you that's not true. I can completely tell you, sir, that is not true. We need a CDM that isn't afraid to carry the ball, start counters. Well, we need a creative midfielder to do that. And Traore is injured. And he's also not even been announced yet. I live a 2-minute walk away from his house. Silverware, we don't care. Striker's offside as much as Eves, Valencia. Eves! Lucas went on holiday with his uncle. And Charlie's back. Valencia charging forward into the penalty area. Shoots off the post! Slater under pressure from Kaveji. Back to Elder, who fails to clear. Goes in again. Just about gets it clear. That's quite a malicious challenge. Syed Manesh loses out to Yuksuk. And that is Crespo down. And that looks painful for Crespo. He's holding his ankle. He looks in a lot of discomfort. Elder failed to clear the ball once, then went to go for him again, cleared it, but absolutely cleaned Crespo out. Hit him with his shin in one knee, and then clipped his ankle with his other foot. That is not what Fenerbahçe need for a fan favourite to be potentially getting an injury like that 3 days before a Champions League qualifier. But Enna Valencia, very, very unlucky with the post there. Crespo injured badly. He was an important player. We're off to Turkey on Ryanair. I'm doing good. You watching the game? Yes, of course I am, mate. That's why I'm commentating along with it. Game's a lot more physical, yeah. A lot more physical. Unless Shotta's just said, look, I want to see what you're like physically, and they've taken that a different way, just shoving everyone off the ball, all that sort of stuff. Fenerbahçe get the game going again then. Asayi Samuel to Minjai. 2 minutes, 10 seconds plus stoppage time remaining at the end of this half. And Salai on the ball. The Hungarian centre-back lays the ball off to Yuksuk. Yuksuk over to Minjai. Asayi Samuel looks for Rossi, cut out by Elder. To Ozan Tufan, whose first touch lets him down, but still scraps for the ball. And he's fouled by Enna Valencia. And Tufan looks as though he's just hurt his ankle a little bit. Valencia apologises and Tufan's up because he's realised he's not going to get him sent off or booked. So there we go. And it cuts to Ali Kodj and Ozan Tufan having a nice little discussion in the stands. Free kick by Greaves. Looking forward for Syed Manesh, who's beaten the ball by Kim Min Jae. Yuksuk over to Kariolu. Kariolu to Lincoln, to Rossi. Back to Lincoln. Can he keep the ball in play? Just about. Yes, he can. But he looks to lay it back to a Fenerbahçe player who just isn't there. Figueiredo finds Slater, who clears. But Minjai gets in front of Aliyar Sayadmanesh and heads the ball down to Salai, to Yüksek, to Rossi. Rossi back to Kariolu. Lincoln flicks it back to him with a beautiful little pass on the turn, but the cross doesn't quite work out initially. Kaveji pulls it wide after being fed the ball back by Valencia, but the cross here, the play by Lincoln was brilliant with the back heel, and then the ball was neatly across the penalty area, but we just left it to run across. Valencia was the first to react in front of Greaves, who just stopped the ball for Kaveji to shoot, and he just dragged it wide. Ingram only diving because he thought, why not? But interestingly enough, the club haven't done many updates from this game. One additional minute then at the end of this first 45. And it's Yüksek who clears. Figueiredo with the header. Longman trying to turn. Kariolu brings the ball down and finds Louis Coyle. Coyle in space with time. Finds Tufan. Tufan back to Figueiredo. Figueiredo to Tufan again. 20 seconds remaining of this first half. Coyle to Sayadmanesh. It's a brilliant ball over to Ryan Longman. And City's number 16 puts it through the legs of Salai and looks to play it to the edge of the area where there's only Lincoln. And Fenerbahçe will get that clear, no problem at all. Could they be on the counter before the curtailment of this first half? The minute is up, but Fenerbahçe on the edge of the penalty area with Kaveji, who's put Greaves on the floor, puts the ball across the box, and it's gathered by Valencia in the corner. The referee has to keep it going because they're still on the edge of the box here. Kariolu to Yüksek, shoots over the top, and that is half-time in Istanbul. It's 0-0 at the break. Fenerbahçe having the better of the game. But Hull City, just being Hull City, managed to keep it to 0-0. Half-time, everybody. And at the Sakarya Ataturk Stadium in Istanbul, it is Fenerbahçe 0, Hull City 0. Decent half, that. Decent half. Will they show any stats on the screen? Well, I can tell you some stats right here, right now, ladies and gents. Yes, I know I am that good. Oh, I've got Fener's subs. I've got Fener's subs. Okay, then. Okay, then. This takes it up a level. This takes it up a level. Okay. Right, I'm going to spend this time making myself a new sheet. And we'll see what people think of this first half for Hull, for the two teams. Well, I say for the two teams. Well, it's been majority Fenerbahçe so far. If you've been watching the game, take a if you've been watching it along or just from my commentary, let me know what. I've just ran over my toe. Bloody hell. Lucas is getting dominoes. Yeah, it's confusing when you're doing the signings that we made and you hear me signing Stupinyan talking to someone and they showed it. Right, I've got quite a way back to go here. Right. Charlie reckons they're announcing a Stupinyan after the game. First half was average, was always going to be the same with the quality Fenerbahçe have, and when you take into account that it's our first game as well, it was never, ever really going to be our best performance. So people who are jumping to conclusions about players who haven't played a game since Excuse me for looking down. I'm just making some notes here about squad numbers and stuff, just because I've got all of Fener's subs being sent to me now. So that's very nice indeed. I think we need that one lucky breaking play, and we could grab a lucky 1-0. Not impressed by Fener, to be honest. Aiming for the Champions League in this kind of first half is dull. Interesting. Challenge to the virtual hug. I think we'll bring on one of the youngsters. I think we'll bring on one of the youngsters from the bench. Interesting, says Lucas. Right then, so what I'll quickly show you then is I'll show you a quick little look at the stats from the first half. So Fener having the vast majority of possession, as we said, that is the way that they like to play. And having 9 shots not on target though, City having the same amount of shots on target as Fenerbahçe, so you can take that from it. But only the 1 shot for City. 68% of possession for Fenerbahçe to City's 32. Fenerbahçe though, love an offside. Love me an offside, say Fenerbahçe, because they've had 3 so far. Okay. Do I think we'll announce Estupinian after the game? No. Let's see Williams get a chance to prove himself. Yeah, she'll bring on Randall Williams. Not sold on the 5-2-3. Doesn't look balanced in the way we play it. Every attack completely skips the midfield. I think we just need an extra creative body in there. I think we just do. Whether that be dropping LAR deeper when we've got Estupinian and Tete in, I don't know. Or whether when we bring Dojakan Sinek in, that switches to a 4-3-3 and Sinek basically does the honeymoon role. Since when did McGuinness play for Fener? Baxter and Wilkes on the bench, then Doherty, then Andy Cannon. Currently, City have no number 9. I believe that will go to either Estupinian or Tete when that comes in. Leo says if we bring on Wilkes, we can win. I admire your optimism. I know someone, as you know, mate, who will massively, massively agree with you. If we bring Randell on, you mean? Honestly, buzzing for the season to start with all these new signings. I'm honestly so hopeful. I agree. Problem with Fener that there are also players with starter quality, and it's hard for the gaffer to create an 11 that would play nearly every game. Of course, Fenerbahçe do have a lot of decent players on the bench as well. Demetrius Pelkas, Arda Güler. They've got Sarah Aziz on the bench, Marcel Tisserand on the bench. So there's a lot of quality players. Better bring on Fleming. So Tyler Smith's on the bench, as is Andy Smith, Harry Wood, Jevon Mills, and Vaughan Coville for City. So then for Fener, we'll start. Number 1 is Altay, the skipper. Then it's 3, Minjai. There isn't a 4, is there, for Fener on the pitch? Yeah, so 3. Then it just jumps straight to 7, who is Kariolu. And then Kariolu would be a good signing. Guy playing for Fener, number 7, right? Could play him on the right if Sinek doesn't work out. Fleming is on the bench, yeah. Don't know why I'm even looking at this. I'm just a Liverpool fan. Fair play. Difference is we have a lot of young players with limited experience in major competitions or trophy fights. Good thing is to the 3-year extension on Fleming's contract. Agreed. Don't rate Coyle. Hopefully we get a decent right back, but probably not. We've got one in Josh Emmanuel, but he's been out for a while, so just think maybe they're trying to nurse him in a little bit, so that's why they didn't take him to Turkey. That's just my thoughts. So then 9 will be Rossi. So then there's no 10, there's no 11, no 12, but 13 is Valencia. Then there's no 14, no 15, no 16, but there's a 17 in Caveji. There's an 18 in Lincoln. No 19, no 20, but there's a 21 in Asai Samuel. 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27 is Crespo. And then it's going to go 41 Salai. And then 80 Yuksuk. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Right, there we go. That's Fener's subs. Right then, which of these, right, which of these is a goalkeeper? Right, Dursun. Right then, so Fener goalkeepers are Jetin and Altay. So it's going to be Jetin. It's going to be Jetin. So it's going to be 54 Jetin. Then 15 is Samata. 19 is Dursun. 22 Bruma. 24 Pelkas. 25 Gula. 26 is Jacques. 29 is Emre Moore. 31 is Berisha. 32 is Tisserand. 33 is Kurukalap. 37 Novak. 43 Germuskaya. And 99 is Aziz. Right, I've got all Fenerbahçe's numbers. I've got all Fener's numbers. Don't think a single player in the squad screams captain. For me, the only one that does, well, the ones that do, are Greaves for the future and Seri. Someone told me they were your cousin the other day. What was their name and what did they look like? Constantino says, come on, Hull. Liverpool fan giving it the big one in Hull versus Fener stream. You could. Is Coyle the new captain? I think he will be. Because, well, he's just natural progression, isn't he? Natural progression from vice to captain. I think Adrian needs to get East Yorkshire bus in Hull City colours. I think those numbers are wrong as well. Well, that's what I've been sent to me, mate. That's what I've been sent to me. And all the other ones that they've sent match up to the ones that you gave me and what the stream has been showing. So we'll take them for now. We'll take them for now. Right there. Any pictures from the game yet? No, nothing. Great. I've just seen a close-up video of Matt Ingram, and yes, by the way, he is just wearing the outfield shorts because they haven't. Well, I don't think they must have brought any goalkeeper shorts with them, or they haven't had them ordered in yet. So yeah, it's just, well, he's just wearing the outfield shorts. Fair play to him. Fair play. Well, City are tweeting some photos, which is nice. They've tweeted Coyle lining up with Ingram and Elder. They've tweeted a few more pictures of the wider team. And it's absolutely heaving it down in Istanbul. Absolutely heaving down in Istanbul. So anyone who went to Istanbul think, oh yeah, we'll have a nice little game, we'll watch a game of football in the sun. Yeah, you thought massively wrong. Right, I thank you all for just sticking with us while this halftime break cycles through. We should almost have that over and out of the way within the next few moments, so then we can get back into the action. Very nice indeed. Is Coyle going to be our new captain? I think so. In fact, on my list of the squad numbers, I am just going to mark Coyle down as the captain. I think that's how it's going to be. I think that is how it's going to be. For the players who haven't signed, who haven't had the squad numbers revealed yet, right, just hang on because all these ones which I haven't seen, I'll just grey out for a second. Okay, right. I've got my squad numbers list, so I'll put that on screen for you now, so that everyone can look at that and have a little bit of fun. Just looking at that. This is provisionally what I've got for the new season. I can show you I can reveal to you what's covered now, which are basically just like my predictions for them all and stuff. Just hang on, let me just make all these. Make sure I've just missed out nothing. In there, so that it's all back to black. Yeah, there we go. So this is what I think the squad numbers will look something like in the new season. The ones which aren't confirmed yet are these lot, bar David Robson, this one, and this one. All the rest have had these numbers on the training shirts for a little while. Figueiredo taking 6, I quite like that. 18, I think will go to Tete. 9, I think will go to Estupinian. 24, I think will go to 18. I think will go to. I think 18 will end up being. Where is he? Where's that little weird Turkish? I can't say weird, but Turkish G. I think that will go to not like that, you monster. Okay, right. Substitution time for Hull City. Substitution time. Malik Wilks is coming on. Nathan Baxter is coming on as well. Greg Doherty's coming on. Right, let me wind the stream back a couple of seconds. Right, as City's players emerge from the tunnel, there's McLaughlin ready. There's Wilkes ready. There's Doherty ready. There's Baxter ready. Elder's come out. McLaughlin's come out. Coyle, Greaves, Jones come out. Slater come out. Figueiredo hasn't come out. Interesting. Yeah, look, so Malik is getting games. Going to stay fight for his place. He's had a chat with Shotter Avaladze. I think he's coming on. I think he's come on for Keane Lewis Potter. We'll get stuck back into that in a second. But anyway, back to my squad number debacle. What size are the rest of this? 14. I reckon 18 will go to Gojkan Sinik. I reckon 24 will go to John Mikhail Seri. And I reckon number 9 will end up being Oscar. Hang on. Accents. Oscar Estupinian. That's what I think. That's what I think will happen. So for City then. Right, so that's my just squad number predictions. And then what? Tete will take 23. Tete will take 23, I think. So then, let's have a look at who's coming on. Oh, there's a change for Fenerbahçe as well. So Bruma is coming on. Wilkes coming on. McLaughlin coming on. Doherty coming on. Wilkes coming on. And then Bruma coming on. And number 26 is Mia Jacques coming on. Right, I'll be back in 2 minutes. Back in 2 minutes, guys. Back in 2. There we go. Right, I'm back. I only missed 30 seconds. Okay, right then. So, I don't know who's come off for Fener. That's what I'm still trying to work out. The fourth official didn't put a board up, which is interesting. So that says so. Adagula entered. He's now on the pitch as well. Fener coming forward, blocked behind by Sean McLaughlin. So come off then for City is Matt Ingram. Keane Lewis Potter has come off, as has Tobias Figueiredo. And I believe, is Tufan still on? It's Tufan or Slater who's come off. Corner put in by Caveji. Valencia didn't get the rub of the green that he would have liked. Luton clear of Fenerbahçe. Sorry, lads. You guys don't have Elijah Adebayo. Yeah, Ozan Tufan has come off. Ozan Tufan has come off. So, right then, so let's just get rid of those. So, City's team now looks like this. Doherty. And then McLaughlin. So, City's team now looks like this. Oh, no, I've forgotten to swap Ingram for Baxter. So, our team now then is Baxter in goal, back three is Greaves, Jones and McLaughlin, Coyle right wing back, Elder left wing back, Three centre-backs here. Well, I've done the three centre-backs, haven't I? Two centre-mids are Slater and Doherty, with Longman on the right, Wilkes on the left, and Alias Sayed-Manesh up front. The substitutes we still have available are Andy Cannon, Randell Williams, Tyler Smith, Andy Smith, Harry Wood, Jevon Mills, and Vaughan Colville. Lincoln's gone, and Crespo's gone. Doherty pretty rubbish. Nah, Lucas, shut up. Doherty is quality. Doherty is quality. Doherty is absolutely quality, Lucas. What are you on about? So Ardagula hasn't come off. Ardagula hasn't come on yet, sorry. But Crespo and Lincoln have come off. Okay, right, nice. Phew. Fenner coming forward. Asai Samuel on the ball. Beats Elder. Turns back, has to beat him again. Finds Rossi, who's going to look back for him. Elder clears only as far as Longman. Longman looks to clear to Sayed-Manesh, but it's cut out by Jai. Kaveji. Tackled by Slater, who falls to the floor and wins a free kick for his troubles. I personally don't think that's a foul. But we'll go with what the referee says. If it's a decision in our favour, it's not even as good as Harry Wood. Lucas, keep your mouth shut, mate. Keep your mouth shut. Just stop talking. Just stop talking, please. Shotter Avaladze was having a good chat with Malik Wilkes before the start of the half. So we'll be nice to see if we get Malik Wilkes featured a little bit more this season. I think it's going to be difficult with Dejan Sinik coming in when Traore is fit too. But open for I'm open to having Malik. He was the reason we got promoted out of League One with his 19 league goals. As Callum Elder and Regan Slater have a nice little, have a conversation, let's say, for a City free kick. I missed what happened there because I was busy waffling. But Slater and Elder stood over a free kick. Slater crosses the ball in. We don't need to. We don't need to talk about that one. We do not need to talk about that one. Minjai sees it out for a throw-in then. Sayed-Manesh takes. Doherty brings it down on the edge of the area. Malik Wilkes just beaten to the ball by Salai. Close there for Malik Wilkes. All he had to do there was turn and then he was away. Bruma touches the ball out as he has a pass played to him that wasn't very good. So he's had to make do. He's had to make do with that one. Question, what is Doherty good at? Box to box, mate. Box to box. Box to box. I think City will end the season in the top 10. I agree. If we get in the playoffs, that's a massive bonus. Kaliolu to Salai. Minjai plays a 1-2 with Yuksuk. Back to Asai Samuel on the right-hand side. Finds Valencia. Valencia evades the challenge of Elder and keeps going. Finds Asai Samuel right on the touchline again, who plays it into the centre circle for Yuksuk. Over to Kadiolu once more. Inside to number 26, Mia Jacques, who we have been heavily linked with. Well, we certainly were heavily linked with in January. And at the start of the window, we were linked with him again. See, Lucas says he can run up and down the pitch. But Lucas, Can you do it effectively? That's the question. Doherty can. Rossi to Jai. Jai looking through for Kaveji, doesn't quite get through to him. And Elder could break. Elder still going, looking for Malik Wilkes. The pass was poor, but it bounces to Syed Manesh. Malik Wilkes is in. Wilkes, oh, what a tackle by Kadiolu. Wilkes just had to take an extra split second to get the ball out from under his feet. And that allowed Kadiolu to get back and make a fantastic tackle. That was really well done by Kadiolu because Malik Wilkes could have been in then. And he almost was. And he almost was. But a better start. But we've got to think we got through the first half all right. Fenerbahçe had a lot of the ball, had a lot of shots, but none of them really challenged. The only real scare was when Valencia hit the post. Number 7 for Hull is Malik Wilkes. No, but neither can Doherty. Wilkes, the best player. Last season, Jack played his best season. Otherwise, he would have signed for us. Interesting. Wilkes isn't shocking. He just struggled last season. He just struggled. That's all it is. That's all it is. No need to worry. Just to say as well, once Benjamin Tete comes through the door, let's have a count. Figueiredo, Tufan, Baxter, Seri, Syed Manesh, Sinek, Estupinian, Traore, and Tete. Of Adjun and Shotter's 10 signings, that is 9 of them. That's 9 of them. And we've lost Bernard, Force, Walsh. Bernard was back up by the end of the season. Force and Walsh were crap. We lost Eves, which was a bit of a loss, considering Shotter wanted to keep him. Smallwood, who was a bit of a loss, considering he was the captain, and Shotter wanted to keep him. Huddleston, just a senior figure. And then Honeyman was a massive loss. And then Monka, we're not really bothered about. So we've lost, Honeyman, Smallwood, Eves, Bernard. We've lost 4 really big players. And we'll have brought in 9. Plus, if you bring in Lecky and Colville into the equation, that's 11. So we're nearly there. Ran out of chip spice. Wilkes, Doherty, and Randell, the 3 West players. Lucas, you're just chatting shit now. Wilkes just plays at his own pace. Usually that's 1 gear slower than the pace of the game. Whenever we're getting 3 top-class strikers, Ali, Tete, and Oscar. That's because Syed Manesh, I think, will play right wing. And then we need a top-class backup for whichever one of Tete or Estupinian starts. That's why. That's all. We don't need to worry. You know, we'll be fine. What I have taken from this is that our set pieces haven't improved. The free kick by Slater was dreadful, and then the corner in the first half from Tufan was not great. It was not great at all. 56 and 3/4 minutes in then. Salah on the ball to Yüksek. Yüksek to Asai Samuel. Into Kaveji. To Jai again. Kaveji. Salai. Into Jacques. Jacques looking for Rossi. Headed clear by Sean McLaughlin. And Coyle wins out in the aerial 50-50 with number 7, Kadiolu. Jones. Doherty. Beats a man. Finds Alfie Jones. Wanted to play in Malik Wilkes, but he's wandered offside. Syed Manesh flicks it on to Wilkes, who is now onside. Wilkes charging forward. Kadiolu gets back well. No, it was Minjai who got back very well. Apologies. And it's played back to Altai, who clears for a throw-in. Malik Wilkes just needs a little break. That is all. Trust me. Just Stick with Malik Wilks, please. Salah on the ball. Asai Samuel now, down the right-hand side. Beats Longman, playing on the left wing now. To Caveji. In for Valencia, whose header is dreadful. Can Asai Samuel keep it in play on the edge of the penalty area? Yes, he can. Goes back to Caveji, who's ball in, headed clear by McLaughlin. Wilkes looks to flick on, only as far as Jacques Yuksuk to Kadiolu. Bruma now. Onto his right foot to Jacques Kadiolu. Rossi, Kadiolu, back to Rossi. Really good bit of play by Fenerbahçe. His cross is blocked by Doherty and out for a corner. Decent. Right. We just can't get a foothold in the game, which is understandable because Fenerbahçe are a Champions League level team. And it's our first pre-season game. So those who are panicking and saying writing off certain players already, just don't worry. Didn't we score like one corner last season? We scored one penalty, and Arda Güler is on. The game changer this could be. Coming off, I believe, is Caveji. Also coming on, well, number 4 is coming on. Is that Aziz? I think that's Aziz. Valencia coming off. And I'm not sure who 19 is. Can you just... can somebody in chat who knows these Fenerbahçe players better than I do, just let me know who they are, please. Because I've seen Arda Güler come on. And I've seen Ener Valencia come off. Corner crossed in for the time being. It was headed clear by City and Mia Jacques put it over. How could a club only have 1 pen in 46 games? I know, that's ridiculous, isn't it? How was Figueiredo? Figueiredo was very good. Sardar Dursun is the last one. What number was he? Do we know what number he was? Oh, and we're bringing on Jevon Mills, Andy Smith, Vaughan Colville, and Andy Cannon. So Louis Coyle is coming off. He's giving the armband off to Greg Doherty. We're bringing on Cannon, Andy Smith, Mills, and Colville. So that's Coyle coming off and Jones coming off. Fleming coming on as well. Randell Williams coming on as well. My God, what's going on here? I've lost track of who's on and off at this point. So yeah, Andy Smith's on. I've seen Jones come off. Slater will have come off if Cannon's on. Yeah, so that's Randell. I'm going to assume Greaves has come off and Elder's come off. Longman's not on the pitch anymore. Oh, and Tyler Smith's come on as well. Everyone but poor Harry Wood is on the pitch. Oh, oh, bless him. Bless Harry Wood, man. Bless Harry Wood. Okay, right. Emre Moore is on. For Fenerbahçe. I've lost track. Right. Right, I need somebody to update me with who Fenerbahçe have brought on and off, please. For the meantime, I will do City's formation. So, well, meanwhile, Coville coming forward, tackled, Cannon in there. Cannon now to Fleming. Fleming back to Coville. Coville to Smith, whose pass is sloppy. And I can't tell who it is coming forward. It's Yuksuk coming forward now. Now someone who's just been brought on, whose name I don't know. Randall Williams has dropped it. Broomer, great save, Baxter. Broomer in again, headed cleared by McLaughlin. Shot wide. Oh, lucky. Lucky, 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 lucky. Right, let's do a sit rep and just see what City's team at the moment looks like. So then left wing back is 21 Fleming. Centre backs are McLaughlin. And the centre mids, Doherty, who's wearing the armband, and Andy Cannon. The right wing, it's Wilkes. On the left wing, it's 49 Coville. And then up front, it's Tyler Smith. Okay, right. I need someone to help me with Fenerbahçe. I have no idea who the players are anymore. So I'll try and commentate while I can. But City's team now looks like this. Baxter in goal. Right wing back is Randall Williams. Left wing back is Brandon Fleming. 3 centre backs are Sean McLaughlin, Andy Smith, and Jevon Mills. 2 centre mids are Greg Doherty, the now captain, and Andy Cannon. Malik Wilkes on the right, Vaughan Coville on the left, and Tyler Smith up front. City have used all of their substitutes, bar one, and that is Harry Wood, a young central midfielder who might come on, equally might not. So, right then. So, let's get going again. Jevon Mills to Brandon Fleming now. Andy Cannon. Cannon back to Sean McLaughlin. McLaughlin to Mills on the right. Back to McLaughlin, who looks for the long ball, but what the hell is that? Brandon Fleming's never getting to that. That is dreadful by Sean McLaughlin. Right. Can somebody please help me with who Fener have brought on and off, please? Because I am quite distressed at the moment because I don't know who their team are at the moment. Fixture, supporter, brand, club, history, board, association, constitution, good luck. The Fener not just have like a tab on their website saying like players' squad numbers. Interesting. So it was Emwe Moore on for Rossi. Okay. Serdar. Which one was Serdar? And let me go back. So that's Dursun, number 19. He was on for. So he brought on 11 Berisha. Okay. So 11 Berisha. He's on. He brought on 26. Brought on Ardagula, Fener in. Great tackle by Andy Smith on Dursun. Gula came on for Kadiolu. Okay. Yeah, there's Jacques. There's Yuksuk. Ball in, cleared by Mills, only as far as Jacques. Great tackle by Doherty. Doherty under pressure from Mia Jacques. He's fouled. Can't believe Eves isn't playing. Oh, God. What a tackle by Andy Smith. Fantastic tackle. Go on, Andy boy. Go on, son. Give him some. That's what I like. That's what I like. That's what I like to see. Into the 70th minute now. Tyler Smith is right. Andy Smith is right, I think. Jevon Mills and Andy Smith looking at the future at centre half there. Alongside, of course, Jacob Greaves. If we stick with the three back into the near future. Yuksuk over to Salai. Salai in looking for Berisha. Didn't quite make it. And Andy Cannon is going to drive forward with the ball there. What a tackle by Yuksuk. And Jacques finds Dursun. Great save by Baxter. And cleared by Andy Smith. Randell Williams can break now down the right-hand side. He's got space. That space is rapidly closed down, though, by Yuksuk. And Yuksuk makes a fantastic tackle. Randell Williams down on the floor complaining that wasn't a foul. While Fenerbahçe charged forward. Bruma. Been stood up by Jevon Mills. Finds Ardagula. And the young Turkish talent. Looks back for Jacques. It dribbles out. Did it take a deflection off a Hull City player? I think it might have done. Can we see a replay of that? Yeah, Gula played it back to him. He took a shot and it deflected out off Greg Doherty for a corner. 71st minute, ball in. Bounced out to Bruma on the far side of the penalty area, who puts the ball back in, blocked by Fleming out for another corner, this time from the opposite side. Andy Smith might be in the squad this season. I think Andy Smith this season is going to be our fourth choice centre-back. Just my thinking. Ardagula goes over to take the corner. He's going to swing this one in with his left foot. Ball in, header by, I think that was Salai over the top. No, it was Aziz. Aziz header over the top of the crossbar. That was a really powerful header. That was a really, really powerful header. Fener throw. Salai to Minjai. Into Jacques. Over to Aziz. Minjai. Salai back to Minjai. Into Yuksuk. Over to Aziz. Aziz to Gula. Gula over to Jai. And Jai plays it over the halfway line to Salai, whose ball finds Bruma, who looked to flick it on, but was prevented from doing so by Jevon Mills. And the young Republic of Ireland underage international centre-half plays out for a Fenerbahçe throw-in in the 73rd minute. Jacques. Aziz to Asai Samuel. Charging forward is Asai Samuel, tackled by Brandon Fleming, and out for another corner again. Fener corner. Ball crossed in. Header, can't see who it was. I think it was Berisha whose header that was, and it sailed wide of the post. It was a really good delivery by Gula. And then Berisha rose, and he was just backing up to try and get his head on it. So couldn't get a decent connection. It just went well wide and behind him. Nathan Baxter with a goal kick. Launches it long into the Fenerbahçe half. Malik Wilkes brings the ball down, but his touch does let him down. And Bruma picks the ball up over Doherty. Salai to Aziz. Into Jacques. Over to Yüksük. Yüksük looking for Gula. Cut out by Andy Smith. Tyler Smith on the break. Tyler Smith shoots early, blocked. Bounces out to Randell Williams, and the former Watford and Crystal Palace man finds Doherty, whose ball into the middle is headed clear by Aziz. Doherty tried to bring it down, but he had no hope and ended up handballing it, and a Fenerbahçe free quick instead of what would have been a Hull City throw-in had he just left it. Aziz to Asai Samuel. Asai Samuel into Yüksük once again. Finds Salai wide left in Hull City territory to Berisha. Under pressure from McLaughlin. Berisha turns him. Goes back to Jacques. Mir Jacques into the penalty area now. His ball across the box is blocked behind for yet another Fenerbahçe corner by Jevon Mills. Emre Moore not in the lineup at the minute. I thought so. Has Estupinian signed yet? No. Shot by Jacques is blocked for yet another Fenerbahçe corner. Yeah, it will be fifth choice. I forgot about Figueiredo. Smith, yeah. Oh, he's taking from David Burns. Oh, Grandpa Burns. They look lost once we get into the final third. Yeah, I think that's just sort of, we haven't got an out-and-out goal scorer fully yet. And there's not one on the pitch, definitely. And we've not got much creativity on the pitch either. But I think when we sign Cynic and once Seri's up to form, once Tufan's up to form, once Alayar's up to form, I think we'll be fine. We don't need to worry. These lot are a Champions League level team. They have a Champions League qualifier in 3 days as the cross by Salai is claimed incredibly nicely by Nathan Baxter. Who's just going to hold the ball in his hands. Wearing that beautiful goalkeeper shirt. Before rolling it out to Jevon Mills, who finds Doherty. Doherty to Randell Williams. Randell Williams to Doherty again. To Tyler Smith. Tyler Smith in on goal. But he's offside. He was clearly offside. But All-Time made a great save from the shot, though. But yeah, he's miles offside there is Tyler Smith. And Fener coming forward again with 13 to go. Berisha pulls the ball across the box. There's no one there. So it's going to run out for a Hull City throw-in on the far side, which Brandon Fleming will take. Is he Baxter or Neuer? Someone's just said on Twitter. I like that. I like that a lot. Minjai on the ball on the outside of the centre circle in Hull City territory. Aziz. Asai Samuel. Right on the touchline on the far side. comes in field, brought down by Vaughan Colville, and he's going to get a talking to from the referee there. Is the former Forest Green youngster, signed a couple of days ago for Hull City after being on trial with the academy, wearing the number 49, interestingly enough. So it's going to be a Fenerbahçe free kick about, I'd say, 35, 40 yards from goal. Asai Samuel and Gula stood over it. Asai Samuel just passed it to Gula. And when he made the run, Asai Samuel puts the ball in towards Minjai, pulls it across the box, cleared by, I think that was Andy Cannon. No, it was Greg Doherty. Out for a throw in which Bruma takes quickly. Gula again. Ball in the middle. Cleared by Smith. Colville. Cannon. Fleming over halfway now with the ball at his feet. Charging forward in space now is Brandon Fleming. Switches the ball towards Doherty in the penalty area. Doherty looking for the pass to Cannon. It's cut out by Arda Gula, who plays a ball forward looking for Berisha. But McLaughlin gets there and clears it out for a throw-in. And I think it's safe to say Tyler Smith has been permanently offside ever since he came on. Number 14 coming on for Fenerbahçe is, I believe, that might well be Demetrius Pelkas. As I think it's Yuksep coming off. Yes, I do believe that number 14 is Demetrius Pelkas. Oh, it might well not be. Can somebody tell me who the 14 is? Yes, it's Demetrius Pelkas. Thank you. A man linked so heavily with Hull City over the past few weeks is now on against the team he has been linked with for so long. Remember, guys, the team out now is a League One team. It is a League One team that's playing now, and they've kept it at 0-0 with a team in the Champions League. Just, keep them nice. Keep them nice. Appreciate the commentary. Doing a good job. Thank you very, very much. Pelkas is brilliant. He's just made a tackle on Malik Wilkes, which has allowed Bruma to break away. Doherty recovers well, but Bruma still has possession of the ball. Tackle by Wilkes. Referee gives a foul. Malik Wilkes not best pleased with that one. And Randell Williams, from wherever he was, eventually tracks back. We've been going for 2 hours now. Thank you very much for sticking with me. For those who have for any more of these games in pre-season, I will happily oblige in continuing to do these. I've got no problem doing that at all. I just need to come up with a decent creative thumbnail, because there it's an easy one to do. I can do Turkey versus England with Adjun in the middle. Yeah, but the others for Malaga and versus Brighton under 23s, that's going to be quite difficult. Ball in by Fenerbahçe, cleared by City. Wilkes in a 50-50, wins out, but then loses out, but then City keep going. Colville. Tyler Smith beats one, beats a second. He's fouled just outside the centre circle, and that's going to be a booking for Demetrius Pelkas there, the Greek international. Andy Smith on the ball, playing in the left side of the centre-back trio. Probably not his preferred role. He'd probably prefer the right side. And he plays it back to Nathan Baxter, who, on the penalty spot, lodged it long towards Randell Williams. And the 50-50 in the air is won by nobody. And it bounced down to Doherty, who wasn't expecting it, and it dribbled out for a Fenerbahçe throw-in. Minjai. Jacques. The 37, who I believe is Novak. I might be Dursun, not too sure. Jai. Aziz. Looking through for Asai Samuel. Interception by Fleming. And Vaughan Colville can break. Colville with the ball at feet. Finds Doherty. Doherty needs a run. Doesn't have one. So finds one in Randell Williams, who plays it straight back to Doherty. And we're back into our own half. Mills back to Baxter. Baxter to Andy Cannon. Cannon out on loan at Stockport in the back half of last season. Goes back to Baxter, who finds Mills. Jevon Mills looks long for Malik Wilkes, who's brought down by Jai just inside Hull City half. Not sure how his heart was on moving to a lower division team on Malik Wilkes. Does Wilkes want to stay or not? Because one day he's about to leave, the next to prove a shot. Well, I think when Sheffield Wednesday came calling, he was very keen. But then Sheffield Wednesday didn't put in a decent enough offer. So I think he's realised, look, if I can't go to Sheffield Wednesday, I'll stay here and fight for my place because they're the only team who are interested in me if I'm to move away. Altay Bayandar with the ball in his hands. The Turkish international called up to Euro 2020. Rolls the ball out to Jai. Jai to... Well, it's cut away just so I can't see who it's gone to. That's great. It's gone to Shotta. Brilliant. Jacques to Gula. Poor first touch allows Colville to dispossess him. Goes back to Smith. To Colville, who's fouled by Ardagula on the far side in Fenerbahçe's half. Substitution getting ready for Fenerbahçe. It's the number 77. Somebody can tell me who that is. That will be incredible. Randell Williams on the ball. Williams was waiting for the run of Malik Wilkes, but he just misjudged his timing of his pass, and Wilkes was already long gone when he put it through the legs of Bruma. And it was intercepted nicely by Kim Min-jae. 85 minutes gone then, 5 to go, plus stoppage time as my camera's gone out of focus. Asai Samuel charges down the left, brought down by Fleming. That's a booking for Brandon Fleming as he just stood in his way. And Asai Samuel might need a little bit of treatment here. And it's just in time for Brett Asai Samuel to come off, actually. As coming on in his place is the number 77, who I don't know. As Asai Samuel and Fleming shake hands, it's no love lost between those two. He just sort of stood in his way with his arm out like that and pushed him in the face, really. Right on the edge of the penalty area. It's Kapachak, number 77. Burak Kapachak. Okay, nice one. Nice one. Pointless foul. Nice. But Asai Samuel is fine. That's the big thing for Fenerbahçe. They've got a big game coming up in a couple of days. I don't think I've mentioned that yet. I'm doing that commentator thing and just referring back to things which I know might be relevant and are worth making a point of. But I've done it too much with this Fenerbahçe Champions League game. Free kick by Gula. It's in! City a goal behind. It's a brilliant strike by Arda Gula. Baxter didn't know what to do. Baxter couldn't move. Brilliant free kick by the young Turkish talent. And what Harry Oxley described as a pointless foul has led to Fenerbahçe getting the lead in the 86th minute. Adjun and Ali Koç both appreciate that goal. But what a brilliant strike by Arda Gula. It's gutting to go behind. But you can't fault it. It's a fantastic free kick. Was the foul a bit stupid? Probably. But was the strike absolutely excellent? Yes, it was. Arda Gula with the goal to put Fenerbahçe ahead. And in Hull City's first pre-season friendly, that will end the game. Incredible talent. Arda Gula. Incredible, incredible talent. Just 17 years old. It's 2-0. Derson with a goal. Capitulation for Hull City. Derson does a sue. I don't even know what happened for that goal. I don't even know what happened. I was looking at Arda Güler's statistics, and then on the screen, I just saw him. I just looked back at my screen, and there he was. Derson with a goal. Berisha found Güler, whose ball in was not very good, but Berisha got there. His shot was blocked by McLaughlin, and then it deflected perfectly into the path of Derson. And Baxter had already dived to block the shot that he preempted, that McLaughlin blocked. And all Derson had to do was head into an empty net, as Baxter was already down on the floor. 2-0 for Fenerbahçe. And that is it. But you've got to remember, Champions League level team, we've kept them at 0-0 for 86 minutes. And the team on the pitch when they've scored their 2 goals is a League One team. Do not lose your minds. Do not lose your minds. It's fine. Like I've just said, don't lose your mind. Don't get too worked up. It's fine. It's fine. As Derson's ball across the box flashes across the face of goal and wide. And that is full time. In Istanbul, Arda Güler came on and changed the game. It's safe to say for Fenerbahçe, but Hull City can walk away with their heads held high for me. Personally, I think holding a team that are meant to be in the Champions League out at bay for 87 minutes is not bad. And then what's a League One team only conceding the 2, I don't think that's too bad at all. I think we need to sign this kid. I think he'll cost us a lot. But that is that, ladies and gentlemen. That is it. Arda Güler came on, changed the game with a goal and an assist. Hull City just never really had an answer. Hull City's first friendly, Fenerbahçe's last before a Champions League qualifier against Dynamo Kiev in the week. That will give them confidence. That will give Arda Güler confidence. For Hull City, it's minutes in the tank. The result is irrelevant. And that is that. But we've seen the third kit debut with the new Corendon Airlines sponsor. We've seen a beautiful, beautiful goalkeeper shirt. And the team can move on now to Marbella. As I have no doubt there'll be a bit of disappointment in that Hull City dressing room to concede 2 goals in a minute. But when you come up against a player like Arda Güler, he is quite simply different. Had he been on the pitch for the entire game, it would have been a totally different story. But that is it. So, well, what we can take from that is Arda Güler is a different breed. And the score of their second goal, Derson, just did a Sue celebration against Hull City in a pre-season friendly. I thought Syed Manesh was good. I thought the free kick was very good. I just think yeah, I just think, look, it's a good run out for some of the new signings. It's minutes in the tank. We do not need to worry one bit. It would have been nice to have got a result, but it wasn't to be. It wasn't to be. So we needn't worry. We needn't worry. But for now, that's me done. So thank you for tuning in tonight. It's been good fun. It's been good fun. And well, yeah, nice. So thank you again. I'll see you later. Thank you for watching. The game ends. Fenerbahçe 2, Hull City 0 at the Sakaya Ataturk Stadium. And Hull City will move on to Marbella well, as soon as they're done, they'll get their flight on the Hull City chartered plane for Corendon Airlines, I'm sure. Thank you for watching. Like I've said, it ends in Istanbul. Hull City 0, Fenerbahçe 2.